Low Car Open House. My name is Marie Olson.
And I'm Clarence Barnes. You know, we're here in Knoxville, Tennessee for an event that only happens once in every 8 years. This is the Low Car Open House. Bigger, better, and I gotta tell you something. If you haven't seen this, when I say this, it's a factory, it's a development, it's a testing area, it's a race shop, it's games, it's music, and above all,
it's beautiful.
And hot rods are here everywhere. Let's check it out. We're here on Rev'n TV. Wait till you see this. This is my first time here. This is amazing. It's so big.
Well, thank you. We needed the space.
Yeah.
We ran out of space in our last facility, so we hunted down property and renovated 3 buildings, and we're all together in one roof and manufacture one roof.
The thing I love about Low Car, I mean, you're made in America.
We are.
Boom. You know, that's great. But above and beyond just feeling proud about that and, you know, honoring our country, I love the fact that if you buy something important for your car, something as important as a Low Car product, that you can call and somebody in the other room is going to pick up that phone.
And they're
maybe a family
help,
member.
And they're going to help you out.
Yeah.
We have 5 techs back there. You can call anytime during business hours. Ask them how to use a product or what kind of product they need for a certain application or how to alter something for their needs. They're here. We answer. We have 5 guys. They'll take care of you right now.
You see how she said right now? That was a mom. She is the mom and the leader of this family. I know that because I spoke to one of your sons and he just, you know, he's an engineer.
He is.
There's a lot of study of homework in this building. So many people have really studied their craft. And I was talking to your son and I said, well, you know, let's talk about the fit and the finish, you know, of the product. And he goes, well, that's my mom. She set that pace.
Well, we want perfection.
Yeah.
It's not always possible, but we get as close to that as we can. That's why our slogan is quality, plain and simple, because it's as simple as that. It needs to be quality and nothing else.
Yeah. I was told by the guy I worked for years ago, you know, he had a spotless shop just like this. I mean, you could eat off the floor like a Formula One shop. And he said, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything.
Yes.
And I get the same vibe when I went into a race shop. And talking to all the guys, and they were also race. And a little competition going around this place.
There is, yeah. My son and my husband like to race dragsters and Camaros and Corvettes and all those kinds of things down the dragway. So
if there's somebody
fun.
watching the store back there,
sure. Somebody has to do all the work. Yeah.
What do you think you can attribute your success to?
It's maintaining the quality is what we've done to keep ourselves on top of the game.
Yeah. Seems like
if you don't, then you get complacent and things can take a dive real quick.
Take a dive.
Yeah,
that's a nice way of saying it. Yeah, take a dive. I don't think it's going to happen on her watch. You know, one of the things I like, you know, I see guys at all the car shows. I mean, how many car shows a year? I mean, it seems like everywhere I'll see Low Car.
We probably do between 15 and 20 shows a year. Plus, we have this awesome open house again now.
Yeah.
People have been waiting for.
I know.
We've had an 8-year lull. So.
when they were talking about this, I said, I'm in. This is going to be great. I mean, the cars and the people and the camaraderie I find around Low Car. You know, just meeting everybody. We walked in the race shop, and wait till you see some of the cars we were checking out. I mean, a family that races together, works together, and it seems to connect. Everybody seems to stay in their lane but work together. What's the secret there?
Well, we all have the same goal.
Yeah.
To provide our customers with the best product out there, whether they're racers, hot rodders, street rodders. You know, we want them to have the best product that they can get.
Let me ask you a question. Between you and me, nobody's looking right now. Nobody can hear us. Who's faster, your son or your husband?
Don't put me on the spot.
Tell me a few things about this car. What is it, a 1920?
It's a 23T.
23T?
So it started out as a fiberglass 23T body.
Okay.
Built the frame from scratch. Some of my earliest fabrications on here, so it's got my booger welds up to my latest, and greatest.
Hey, I love booger welds. I don't like boogers, I like booger welds.
So every part of it's made for this car.
Okay.
I actually built the motor, every part of it. Make the throttle bodies in my garage.
Tell me a little bit about this motor. It's just huge.
So it's a 454 big block Chevy, low compression, all forged internals. I don't know what it makes for the turbos, but on my engine dyno it makes 550 without the turbos. Expect these to get me to 1200. If that's not enough, I'll put bigger turbos on.
Put bigger on there. How long did it take you to build all of this?
Well, I don't know how much time I have in it. You know, I got this glass body, it's $250 online 15 years ago. Wanted an A or a deuce, couldn't afford it. Knew I didn't really want a fad tee, and I knew that with the tee I could build it however I wanted, and people weren't going to have a hard time with it, like if I were, doing a deuce-up and making a mess of it.
Oh,
so
wow.
I just built something that I thought was just evil. And
Oh, it's great.
And the way I wanted it.
Well, to me, it looks very traditional. It's not the usual, decorated rat rod
Right.
type of look. I mean, there's a
Right.
difference to, traditional hot rod versus the rat rod scene right
And
now.
I do get, nice rat rod a lot, but this is a hot rod.
Yes, it is.
And the plan is everything's gonna be polished. Frame and body are gonna be candy green, white top, white interior,
Okay.
ton of flake.
So it's not done yet.
No, it's a long way from being done.
So what's the, if I can ask, what's the roof made out of? How'd you do that?
Okay, so this is kind of similar to a Carson top.
Okay.
It's just conduit and welded wire fence under here.
All right.
And this is just a fleece blanket that's been stretched over it and filled with polyester resin.
Cool. So is this your first time to the Low Car Auto Show then with this?
With this, yes.
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 Well, thanks so much for coming out today. I appreciate it.
We're in the race shop here at Low Car at the big open house with Skip Walls. This is the guy behind all the action here we see. And I meet the whole family today. What's it like as far as, putting everybody together and getting along with everybody? I mean, it's a family-run business, right?
That's a problem at times.
But one of the great things about Low Car is that, we talk about being made in America. I was talking about this
Right.
with your wife. Everybody is here. Somebody behind the parts. We have engineers in-house, we have customer service in-house. And of course, here in the race shop, we have some amazing cars.
Yeah, this all happened from my son starting junior drag racing.
Yeah,
I drove sprint cars, and then I got into this with him.
Yeah, well,
And one thing grows into another,
now let me get your opinion. Who do you think's faster on the track in those cars behind us? See, he doesn't say much. He's definitely a racer.
Where'd he go?
Yeah, no, he definitely
Ask
said.
him.
He says he's faster. He says he's faster.
Really?
I guess we're going to see this season, but he is pretty amazing. When we're looking at some of these cars and the details behind these, like I'm saying, the way they do one thing is the way they seem to do everything, and they're immaculate cars. But it looks like you guys also have a lot of fun here at Low Car.
Oh, we do.
Yeah.
Hot rods, race cars.
Yeah.
I got back into racing. I was into hot rods after I got out of racing earlier.
Yeah, well, I saw some pictures a little while ago, and you look like you were like 9 years old, little midgets.
Quarter midgets.
Quarter midgets, yeah.
Same thing Jeff Gordon started in. That's what I started in.
You had a very fancy look, and I noticed with this design back here, I saw it on the midgets with the flames going back from the front. That was something that's carried through a few years.
Oh, yeah.
What else?
Light flames.
Yeah.
Flame cars, hot rods.
There's a ton of people in the marketplace, and I get to see a lot of stuff.
There is.
What do you think sets apart your products from other people's?
I've always wanted to make products that I could sell to you, you could use, and have to repair them or alter them. That's why I did it.
See, that's the thing I noticed, and we're on the same page with that because, like throttle cables and shifters and the detail-y stuff. The one thing I like is the fit in the finish.
Right.
You hold it, because sometimes we have to appeal to another member of our family when we're purchasing something, or going racing, or running a
It's like
business.
trying to purchase a race car.
Yeah, exactly. That's definitely a conversation. But you get a part, you hold it in your hand, and it actually looks like something. It's where you go, wow, this is a really.
Well, it's got to
good
look
one.
good. It's got to be practical. You got to be able to use it. Got to be able to fit it in a car.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I've always done.
I'm really excited because here's the Low Car Open House. It's been a few years, right? How long has it been?
It's been 8 years. We've gone a long stint trying to plan, being able to expand. There were a lot of construction and growth in the area that we were in before. So we moved out here to Hardin Valley in Knoxville, and we've been able to get a much larger facility and expand.
So let's talk about a family-run business. Behind me are some of the race cars you guys put out there, and of course, we're told, so I understand you're faster than your dad.
Now I am. He used to make sure he was faster, but at least in terms of this, I'll be running top dragster and he'll run super comp, and so I'll be a little bit faster this time.
Well, it's kind of interesting. We're going to have to wait and see, because I asked your dad, I said, who's faster, you or your son?
He said he was, didn't
Well,
he?
he did. He goes like this. He goes, like, he is a racer,
Yeah.
he goes back to racing quarter midgets. I mean, you know, we were looking at pictures of him. He was like 8, I believe, right?
Yeah. He may have actually been 5 in some of those pictures. But
oh my gosh! I'll tell you, it carries forward though. His competitive edge you can feel in anything he does. And, you know, thinking about all the things you guys produce and the people you meet. I would think you do get competitive.
Yeah.
And you take a lot of pride in what you do. I see you guys at so many car shows. I mean, what's that like?
It's just a focus on being there for the customers, being able to create a network and a brand. So once you've created that brand, people are going to keep coming back to you. So just make sure you're still there. Make sure you're out there. Make sure you're there helping the customers, able to answer the questions at the shows. Make sure you're at a diverse set of shows. To be able to service all the different industries that we provide. So, you know, we break down not just the car industry, but, you know, you're going to have your hot rods and your street rods at some shows, and you're going to have your muscle cars at others. So to be there and answer the questions for them at that diverse set, it helps. So.
Now, you have a background in engineering. When you look at some of the products you put out, I mean, do you have a whole new, different way? I look at it and go, wow, it's really shiny. You must, like, think about this 24/7.
Yeah. So we kind of talked about fit and function earlier. The more accurate and the higher the quality of the products we can make them, the better. So my background in engineering is more process. So if I can work on getting our processes to reflect giving us better quality products, while me and my brother help develop those, and we should be able to provide a lot larger and better breadth of parts.
Well, I'll tell you, just from looking at the facility here, you got a lot of room to make those parts, and it's great to know they're coming right here from Knoxville. Rev'n on the road, we're in the race shop here, and I got to tell you, there's so much to see. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Not a problem. Thank you.
They like to call this work here. But as you can see, man, I'm telling you, it looks like a lot of fun. That's right.
It's a passion.
You know,
everybody here is passionate about what they do. And everybody's passionate about these old cars.
It screams passion. When you look around, you see all these really great cars and, you know, racing and people really getting into it. You know, I love the camaraderie, you know, of the family. You know, I was talking to father and son. Who's faster? Dad just went,
Yeah, what can you say? Yeah,
it's the fun they have, and that really trickles down.
And that's what's cool. It's a family-oriented business. With Skip as the owner, Debbie and Skip truly own it. Debbie runs the day-to-day part of it. Skip helps with the R&D and the drag racing part of it. And then we've got Kevin Ford running operations manager. We got Jeff Walls running, helping with everything that he does for us in the engineering way that he brings. There's so many different mindsets and looks of everything. Wanda McClure and Jeff McClure work in Wanda does our purchasing. Jeff works in our tech department. It's all family. And that's really, it's cool because they're bringing that second generation up. And the second generation is as passionate and as hard driven as the first generation.
You know,
so it makes my life real easy.
I see you at so many shows and traveling the country, and he goes, I've got to stay back to work on this a little bit, but I know I'm going to see you everywhere this summer.
We'll be around. We'll be a Good Guys Columbus. We'll be at the Street Rod Nationals. We wouldn't miss the Nationals. We love that. And we've got a bunch of them that we'll be doing. I think the guys, between the tech guys and all the stuff that we do, about 23 events this year.
So now you've got a lot of things happening in the muscle car and truck arena, and it's kind of on deck for 2016.
There's a lot of things on deck.
Yeah.
We're expanding the pedal line, of course, but we've also got a lot of different things that are going to hit back to our roots with the street rods. We haven't forgot them, but we've got a really cool shifter that we're about to introduce. It'll probably be available at Good Guys. You'll probably see it start to hit the new products type of things.
Right.
And we've got our 6-speed shifter, which is right now being tested.
Right.
So that we'll be able to have an actual automatic 6-speed bump shifter, and I'm thinking that'll hit yet this year. And I'm really excited about that product because I'm blown away by the amount of 6-speed transmissions that are showing up in everything right now.
You know, I just got to think that, you know, with having everything under, you know, a couple roofs here, you know, basically in one place in Knoxville, it probably makes, because you're talking to the customer face to face, 24/7. If you show up at a low car event, if you're at the Good Guys or something, you see the race trailer, there's 10 deep waiting to talk to you. I'm seeing that.
We get busy sometimes,
Does it, having answers that readily available, having the designers, having the people being, you know, in that mix, it must be a big help to be able to get the information, get the ideas, and be able to explain it to the consumer.
It's the best part of that is we're playing in someone's passion as well.
Yeah.
So the thing I tell all the tech guys, and that's everywhere I've ever worked, don't BS somebody. Just tell them, I don't know. Get their number, and we'll call you back.
Right.
And we take that to heart, and you know, being here in Knoxville, Our boxes are made in Knoxville.
Yeah.
Our packaging's made in Knoxville. Our catalog's printed in Knoxville. When we say made in USA, we don't take that shortcut of having this done or that done there.
Right,
It's
right.
all done right here, and we're very proud of that. It's something that we take a lot of heart to. That's why everything has a lifetime warranty on it.
You want something that's going to last. You want a promise of a lifetime. Check it out with Low Car. We're going to go check out the rest of the show. There's so much to see. You ready?
No, you will. You guys have a good time.
Is this your car here?
It is.
It's kind of like a Unimog, but it's not.
Well,
it's a Rover,
It's
huh?
a Land Rover, and it's called a 101 forward control.
Okay.
It was built in 1975. We think there was about 2,500 of them built total. There were 450 built left-hand drive for export, so this is one of 450.
Okay.
24-volt electrical system, and a 3.5-liter all-aluminum V8. We think there's only about 10 or 15 in this country. Somewhere,
Really?
some people say 9, some people say 12. So who knows? Somewhere in that range.
You need a club.
And, well, yeah, we do have a club.
Do you really?
But it's in England. That's the trouble. A collector had it in Oregon, and he just decided he didn't want to finish it. And I bought it, not running, never saw it, but bought it and brought it back to Tennessee. And it cost a fortune to bring it back.
Wow.
And then but though in pretty short order, we were able to get it working and running, and it is just the neatest vehicle. Most of the kind of generic type parts, like turn signals and this and that and things like that, they're all Land Rover Series 3 parts from the 70s.
Okay.
So when Land Rover made these, you know, they used a lot of the off-the-shelf parts that they already had for other cars they were building.
How does it drive?
It drives surprisingly well. It's got a huge sway bar under here that keeps the front end very stable. And it's got brakes that stand it up on end. And it really drives great, but it takes 4 arms to drive it.
So you need to really put your big guns
you
on.
do. That's
and now
right.
I have a really funny dumb question. What is this here?
Well, that's the step. That's how
Show me how it works there.
That's how
Well,
you
see,
get
there
in.
you go. So convenient. Well, the interior too looks great. You know, all of the bells and whistles and everything looks so original. So, what is this used for?
Well, it was built, as I said, in 1975, and it was built to pull a 105mm howitzer.
Wow.
And then haul the ammunition in the bed.
Lots of ammunition, I'm sure, with how
Lots.
big this bed is.
Lots.
So this hasn't gone on for 8 years. So you're happy to be back after 8 years?
Well, I am, and the folks at Low Car have been friends of mine, and so I'm glad to be out here participating with them today. I thought this might be something different to bring.
Oh, it's totally different.